All right, guys, so before I show you guys all the settings from the default that then you will change, and I'll go through some detail and some of the settings are important to change, I will show you my already changed settings in case you don't want to watch all that and you just want to copy my settings. So here we go. I'm going to scroll down nice and easy. You just copy that 100%. Sensitive multiplier, nothing there. Show more, nothing there. Nothing there. I didn't change that. Here's advanced. The show more, I didn't change that. And I will go in more detail for you guys, as I already explained. At the end of this little showcase right here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you graphics for PC people. To show more is again, didn't touch that stuff. Don't need to. Click apply settings when you change that. Go to the next one. Like I said, I explained everything to you guys already. And you will see that shortly. Here's the audio. Music, I recommend 0. I just have 0 on now for this video. Subtitles, turn that off. And then last but not least, interface. The HUD part is very important. I go into detail about that. Telemetry. There is more here. That's what I do for PC. All right, guys, so that is it for the quick snapshot of all my settings. If you like this so far, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I stream and I make a lot of shorts. Now I will dive in detail, resetting all the settings and showing you guys from scratch what I changed and why I changed it. Here we go. First things first, click the settings icon right up here. I have not done anything yet. This is all fresh, brand new. I do not play keyboard or mouse. You're on your own there. Controller. Make sure it's on controller. Turn off vibration. You don't need it for multiplayer. I keep everything default there. I do sensitivity 5. This is personal preference based off what you like. I do like this to be 0.7. Again, it's based off your personal preference and the FOV that you're using. The higher the FOV, the lower sensitivity you're probably going to need. So sensitivity multiplier, this is if you want to adjust for different things. I keep it all default, this stuff as well. Aim down sight, you definitely want to hold it. Automatic sprint, automatic tack sprint, 100,000 trillion%. Don't even question it. Don't even leave a comment and question it. You definitely want automatic tack sprint. Equipment behavior, always hold. You want to hold it, for example, let's say you want to take a grenade out. You don't want to tap and then tap again to throw it. You want to hold the trigger and then let go when you want to throw it. ADS weapon mount, that's beautiful. Because we're playing MP, we're going to do it tap to reload. Go to advanced. Target aim assist, obviously on. Aim assist type, I like default. You could do Black Ops. Do not recommend precision or focusing. That's more for noobs. If you're a noob though, go ahead and try it. But I recommend getting used to the default. Aim response curve, standard, linear, or dynamic. I like dynamic. I recommend checking out each one out and just kind of test and see what you like better. I like it dynamic. ADS, aim assist, obviously on. Multiplier focus, leave that on. Default, instant. Customizing zoom, I do not touch any of this, but you can if you want, based off different zoom levels. Dead zones, this is based off your controller. If you have an older controller, you might want to bring your right stick minimum higher. I have some drift on mine, so I will be playing with this, maybe the 0.3. It all depends, but you basically want to get it to a point where when you're not seeing any movement on the screen from your look or your player movement. So if you're drifting, you're moving, move it up little by little until it stops moving. I'm going to leave it on default for now, though. Going down to here. Auto move forward, definitely not want. Tack sprint behavior, I want a single sprint. Single tap for sprinting. It's much better that way than double tapping all the time. I'm going to leave this on right now. Automatic airborne mantle, I want it off. I do not want to mantle anything unless I am trying to mantle myself. Plunge water, I like it plunge freely. I actually rather just jump and I'm just plunging versus have to sprint and jump to go down into the water. So I'm going to do that. Door bash, you want to leave that on. It's just faster movement. ADS stick swap, you do not want to swap that. All this stuff basically default. Weapon movement exit on. Weapon movement, I want this to be super short. Quick C4 detonation, up to you. Personal preference. There's not really a right or wrong in my opinion. Short delay, free look. Map, I like to hold it. Ping wheel, I want pings to be super fast. Double tap danger ping, I want that to be again super fast as well. So now we're going to go into the graphics. This is for the best competitive edge. So here we go. Borderless, that's if you have two monitors. If you only have one monitor, you don't need full screen borderless, so you just do full screen exclusive. Dynamic resolution, you want that off. You don't need dynamic resolution. VSync, all that stuff off. If you do not have G-Sync or FreeSync, then turn these on. You're going to want them. Now, I do this unlimited for custom frame rate because I limit my frames on my NVIDIA control panel. This stuff is all default. You don't need any of this. So now we're going to apply settings, okay? Now we're going to go to quality, okay? Now, it's not recommended, whatever. Okay, so do not want upscaling. I don't want any upscaling. I turn it off. If you're coming from console and now on PC, Filmic you might like better, but try this one first. It will be a little easier on your frames. You do not need ultra quality at all. I'm probably going to try low actually and see how it looks. All this stuff I have on high, but then this is where I go lower. I turn off bullet. You don't need the impact sprays. You don't need this. Look, you don't need that. Turn it off. Just wasting your GPU power. Shader quality low. Tessellation off. Terrain minimum. On-demand texture streaming, turn that off. You don't need on-demand texture streaming. It's fine. You don't need your quality to be as high. You want to get performance, so you have the best frames possible. You have the best advantage over your opponents. Streaming quality, I do this on normal, but if you have a lower end PC, do this on low. 100% do this on low. And pay attention to this. I'm going to move over here a little bit. See this right here? Pay attention to this. You do not want this to max out to the max button over there. Do not want it to max out ever. If anything, you want it as low as possible. Volumetric quality, we don't need that high. Deferred physics, we don't need that at all. Water caustics, no. Turn that off. This, very low. This, off. Low. You do want cache spot shaders on. You do want that on. Low. Particle quality, low. Off. I mean, all this stuff for competitive edge, you don't need any of this. You don't need any of this. Any of this at all. When it comes to this, you could do on boost for PC if you have a really good PC. I think on is fine, but on boost does help with latency. So you could try on boost and see, but you might take too much power from your PC. Be careful. Depth of field, 100% off. Motion blur, it's already off. Weapon motion blur, off. Film grain, off. And we're good. We basically everything you need. Now for view. So we're going to apply. For view, I like 105 FOV. Personal preference. Most pros do about 100, 110, maybe 97 the lowest. Do not do independent. 100% affected. You get the best aim possible. It's almost like you have aimbot. Weapon field of view, default. First person camera movement. You want this least, and you want this least. So we're gonna go skip right to audio. You want the audio mix on headphones if you're using headphones. I recommend using headphones 100 trillion% if you're playing a shooter. Music, I put it to 0 normally, but because I stream, I want some music in the background, whatever. Right now for this video, I have it on 40, but you could bring it a little lower if you want. Not a big deal. Take it off, doesn't matter. Dialogue, you want some dialogue, but not too much. Effects, you want high. Hit marker, you want that high. Speaker, headphones, game device, though, I do go to my pro game Astro. And then when I go down here, subtitles, I don't want subtitles. Turn all that stuff off. When I go down here to voice chat, I do use default communication device. Microphone, default system device. Then we're gonna go down, auto connect at match. So do you want to auto connect to the lobby for chat, or are you just playing solo and don't care about chatting with your teammates? If you don't care, go to off. If you do care, leave it on lobby. Juggernaut music, I take that off. It's annoying. Everything else is good for audio. So now we're gonna go into interface. A lot of this is preference here. There's not too much. For PC, go all the way down to 0. All the way down to 0. What this does is when you have the HUD, when you have the map in the corner, you have your ammo and everything, you want it closer to you in the center. This way you're looking very closely at everywhere you gotta look at versus all the way to the left, all the way to the right, and so forth to see everything. Especially if you're playing on a big monitor, especially a TV. So you definitely want to go to 0. I don't know if console's gonna have this though. Horizontal compass, I like the compass. Crosshairs, of course. I mean, obviously. Full names, or if you want abbreviated icon, that's totally preference up to you. It's not really a big deal. HUD prompts. If you're unsure on how to use your vehicle, keep it on never disappear so you always know how to use your vehicle until you get used to the game. Telemetry. So I like FPS counter for PC, server latency, packet loss, my GPU temp, everything else I don't think I need to see. So it's all good there. Skip the introduction. You do not need it. When you turn on the game, it does all this stuff. Skip it. It goes right to the main menu. It's so fast. It's amazing. Skip introduction on. All right, I think that's going to do it for all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be streaming this often and I'll be making shorts. Please come say hi in the comments. Let me know any questions you have whatsoever, and I'll be willing to answer them for you guys. I'll catch you guys all later in the next one.